Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be tackling the world of online business.
Wow, exciting.
It is exciting. Specifically, you know how to make it actually work for you,
Right.
turning that passion into profit.
Yeah.
This one's going to be packed with actionable insights, especially if you're just starting out.
Awesome.
And hey, while you're listening, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives like this.
Yes, please do.
All right, let's dive in. We have a fantastic guest today, Briana.
Hi, Briana.
She's an entrepreneur who dove headfirst into online business about a year ago and has some amazing insights to share about what she's learned on her journey to success.
I love it.
Briana, welcome. So glad to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So Briana, I know a lot of our listeners are probably in the same boat you were a year ago, curious about online business, but maybe feeling a little overwhelmed. What was that initial experience like for you?
Honestly, overwhelming is the perfect word for it. It's like stepping into a giant library with no Dewey Decimal System.
Oh my gosh.
So much information, so many different paths, all these people promising overnight riches. It's easy to get caught in the hype and comparison trap, that's for sure.
So many shiny objects, right?
Yeah,
And I think that's where a lot of people stumble early on.
for sure.
It can be paralyzing to try and figure out where to even start.
Right.
But you've clearly found your footing.
Yes.
What was the turning point for you?
Right.
What helped you go from feeling overwhelmed to actually making progress?
For me, it was realizing that online business is a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay.
Like building a house, you can't just slap on a roof without a solid foundation.
Love that analogy.
Yeah. I had to shift my mindset from chasing quick wins to focusing on the long game.
That's such a key point. It's so tempting to fall for those get-rich-quick schemes.
Absolutely.
But as you said, building a sustainable online business takes time and effort.
Yeah.
Speaking of building, you've crafted a really unique niche for yourself. Something a lot of beginners might be wondering about. How did you find yours?
It actually came from a pretty personal place.
Okay.
Around the same time I was starting my online business journey, I was also going through a lot personally and was diagnosed with adult ADHD.
Wow.
It was a huge moment for me, kind of like finding the missing piece of a puzzle.
Wow, that must have been quite a journey.
It was, and through it all, I realized there must be others out there facing similar challenges. So I decided to turn my experience into something positive. I started creating content around ADHD, sharing tips and resources that helped me,
Yeah.
hoping it might help others too.
Yeah.
And you know what? The response was incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's such a powerful example of how our personal struggles can actually become our greatest strength.
Absolutely.
It's like that saying, your mess is your message.
Yes, love that.
But I'm sure there were challenges too, especially in the
Yeah.
beginning. What were some of the hurdles you faced when you first started creating content in this niche?
Well, vulnerability was a big one at first. I was hesitant to share too much.
Right.
I didn't want to overshare or make people uncomfortable. So I had to find that balance between being authentic and protecting my own boundaries. I started small and gradually opened up more as I built trust with my audience. You don't have to bare your soul on day one.
Right.
If you are just starting out and are looking for some help finding that balance or defining your niche, businesscong.com actually has a fantastic 5-day online business challenge that can help you.
That's a great reminder if you're ready to take those first steps. Businesscong.com is a fantastic resource. We'll make sure to include a link in the show notes.
Awesome.
Now, you mentioned initially focusing on affiliate marketing, which is something a lot of our listeners are interested in.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was really excited about promoting products that could help people in the ADHD space, things like sensory items, organizational tools, educational resources. I thought it would be an easy way to get started, but I quickly realized that finding high-quality affiliate products within my niche wasn't as easy as I thought.
That's interesting. So you're running into issues finding the right products to actually promote.
Exactly. A lot of companies either didn't have affiliate programs or the commissions were just too low to make it worthwhile.
I can see how that would be frustrating.
Yeah.
So how did you overcome that hurdle and find a way to start generating income? What was your next step?
Well, what's fascinating is that Briana didn't let this setback stop her. She got creative thinking outside the traditional affiliate box.
Exactly. She didn't just give up on making money. Briana, tell us what you did.
So instead of solely relying on digital products, I started incorporating physical products that I genuinely used and loved.
Okay.
Things like noise-canceling headphones, fidget toys, weighted blankets, products that could tangibly benefit my audience.
Okay, so focusing on a need your audience had and products that you actually knew and could vouch for, that's smart. Did that shift make a difference?
Absolutely. My audience really responded to those authentic recommendations. They
Yeah.
could tell I wasn't just trying to make a quick buck. I was recommending things I truly believed in, which in turn strengthened that trust factor.
Trust is everything in the online world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about building that genuine connection with your audience. So now that you've mastered this approach, what's next for you?
I'm actually transitioning into creating my own products, which is incredibly exciting.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So you're taking all this experience and creating something new for our listeners who are dreaming of that next level. Tell us a bit more about what those products will look like.
Right now, I'm focusing on digital products, ebooks, online courses, workshops, things that can reach a wider audience and really delve into those topics. People are hungry for ADHD management, productivity tips, personal growth strategies. My mission is to help people embrace their neurodiversity and create a life that truly works for them.
That's a powerful mission. And I think a lot of our listeners are probably thinking, hey, I have expertise too. Maybe I could create a product. But that can be a daunting process. Any tips for someone who's maybe toying with that idea?
Absolutely. And one thing that was a game changer for me was actually launching a workshop.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic way to test the waters before fully diving into creating a digital product.
Yeah.
You get to share your knowledge, connect with your audience directly, and get paid for it.
Okay, so a workshop is like a lower stakes way to start sharing your knowledge, build your confidence, and maybe even validate some product ideas.
Yeah.
That's a great title. Any specific advice on how to get started with workshops?
Definitely don't overthink it. Start with a topic you're passionate about and think would genuinely benefit your audience.
Okay.
You don't need a fancy website or a massive email list to start a simple landing page, and some promotion on your social media channels can go a long way.
That's so encouraging for someone just getting started. So much of online business success is just taking action, right? Speaking of taking action, let's talk about email marketing. I know you've been focusing on building your email list, which is something we always emphasize here. What role has that played in your journey?
Email marketing has been crucial. It's allowed me to build those deeper relationships with my audience, nurture leads, and even share information about new products and offerings.
Now, for our listener who's new to all this, why is email so important? I think a lot of people underestimate its power.
Right. Everyone's on social media, but email is still where the magic happens. It's about having a direct line to your audience, cutting through the noise of those algorithms. I've learned that the key to email marketing is providing value, not just blasting promotional messages.
Totally. People can smell a sales pitch a mile away.
Yeah.
You've got to give them a reason to open those emails and actually want to hear from you. So how do you strike that balance?
Think of it less as selling and more as share valuable content, helpful tips, personal insights, maybe even tell a story, and don't be afraid to ask for a reply.
Yes, engagement is key. It keeps you out of the spam folder and helps build that two-way communication, which, as you mentioned, is so important for online business.
Exactly. You want to create a conversation, not just a broadcast, and sometimes that can be as simple as asking a question at the end of your email.
Now, I know one of the things Briana's done that's really impressed me is how she focuses on building that two-way communication. It's not just about sending out emails, it's about genuinely connecting.
It really is, and when they feel valued, they're more likely to trust you and ultimately invest in what you have to offer.
Yeah.
Whether that's a product, a service, or simply your content.
So true. It's all about building those genuine relationships. And that's what Briana's story highlights so beautifully. We often get caught up in the technical side of online business. At its core,
Yeah.
it's about human connection.
Absolutely. And Briana's journey is also a fantastic example of how a perceived crowded niche doesn't have to be a deterrent. In fact, it can actually be a good sign.
That's an important point to unpack. A lot of people shy away from niches that seem popular, thinking there's too much competition.
Right.
But I know you have a different perspective on that. What do you tell people who are worried about a niche being too crowded?
I tell them to look at it as validation.
Okay.
A crowded niche often means there's a healthy market with actual buyers. Think about it. If nobody was interested in that topic or problem, there wouldn't be so many people trying to serve that audience. Competition is a sign that there's money to be made.
It's a signal that there's demand.
Yeah.
So instead of seeing it as a roadblock, view it as confirmation that you're on the right track now, Briana. For someone who's hearing this and thinking, okay, I'm ready to dive in, but I don't know where to start, what's your advice?
If you are just starting out, I highly recommend checking out the 5-day online business challenge at businesskong.com. It's a free challenge designed to help you figure out that first step in your online business journey.
Yes, you'll learn the fundamentals, get inspired by other entrepreneurs, and start building a solid foundation for your own success. We'll be sure to include that link in the show notes. And as we wrap up today's deep dive into Brianna's inspiring journey, let's recap those key takeaways that can help you on your own online business journey. What stands out to you?
For me, it's the power of vulnerability. Briana was willing to share her personal story, and that authenticity resonated deeply with her audience. And she turned that connection into money-making opportunities. It's a reminder that you don't have to be perfect or have it all figured out to succeed online. In fact, your imperfections and vulnerabilities can be your greatest assets.
Such a powerful reminder. And of course, we can't forget the importance of creating valuable content and finding ways to monetize your expertise like Briana has done with affiliate marketing, now her own products.
Right.
Whether it's through creating digital products, offering services, or exploring other avenues like workshops and courses, there are so many ways to turn your knowledge and passions into a profitable online business.
Absolutely. It's about taking action. And speaking of action, if you're ready to take the first step on your own online business journey, head over to businesskong.com and sign up for that free 5-day online business challenge. It's a fantastic way to dip your toes in the water and see what's possible.
Absolutely. And we'll leave you with one final thought-provoking question. What unique experience or knowledge could you turn into a successful online business? What are you passionate about? What do you know more about than most people? What problems have you solved in your own life that you could help others solve? The possibilities are endless, so don't wait any longer. Start exploring those possibilities today.
And remember, like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of online business. And if you're ready to launch your own online business, head over to businesskong.com to start building the business of your dreams.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.